Thank you.
Yeah. Floor is yours, Sunha.
Okay. Now I begin my speaking. My research brain title of research of the device social developer oral communication in the era of the conveyed medium. First, my problem statement. Learning oral speaking. Learning oral speaking skill is very important not only for achieving academic results, but also for examining that you work after graduation. Innovative research have shown that one of the main reasons for the underexposure of Chinese students is the inability to convert in the age of the English for conveyed medium. Oral communication skills, which are essential for the oral communication skill and increasingly valuable and advancing in all the developing in the age of the convincing medium. Many students has rewarded the unique benefit of the using video technology and language learning space. Naticals study from that. The use of video technology and exercise in English help to improve and enhance students' oral speeches skill when asked to report on their current assessments or the COVID medium. In addition, Wallman expressed the possibility of the backup the matrix video of the ESL presentations course. Research has shown that creating a video presentation improves students' good relationship skill and gives them the opportunity to view and study their personal video presentation. When you offer an uncompromising environment to represent your oral presentation, students become more excited and less reluctant to share and pass their thoughts. By being able to review them personal videos for all presentations, students can see their qualities, assess weakness, and improve future oral presentation during media conventions. Next, reach opportunities. 1. To design the entities to study the characters later on the ascensions of the video technology in learn oral presentation skill in the town of the covered medium in China. 2. To look at the experience and advancement of the oral communication in the process of the covered medium in China. 3. To assess the effectiveness of oral communication in the product of the COVID medium in China. Next, rich question. 1. What are the answers to study the current lecture on the analysis of the video technology in the oral presentation skill in the town of the cover medium in China? 2. What is the greatest improvement of oral communication in the town of the covered medium in China? 3. What's the externess of the oral communication in the town of the covered medium in China? Next, significance of the study. The musical review provides a synchronous day of the use of the video technology to improve to oral presentation skill of students in the area of the COVID media in China. The studies invest and compares the use of the video technology in the oral presentation course. Imagine its flexible discomforts and difficulty in improving oral presentation skill among students in the COVID medium times. The comprehensive data from the study will help transform and create exciting video technology that are used to enhance oral presentation skills. In these innovative times, video technology offers abilities, and the ability, whereas where was an extremely variable presentations to be included in the oral computation course in terms of the convergence median. In addition, video technology offers teacher who has to face understanding work tests and who has to contribute to oral presentation of the student when making cover median. In lecture, it has been pointed out that practice for students to the results than oral presentation is short and do not contribute to the experiment of the oral presentations. Consistency is a fairly important that oral presentation cause in the integrated with the technology to reduce such problem and improve the oral presentation skills of students in covered medium term. Next, scope of the student study, the science dignitaries between the various models of the qualifications of the pretensions. Regarding the type of lecture, this research interests trace only one article journey with the obtention information. This means avoiding of article books, parts of books, and studying in meetings. Second, this is why only phase of the article that will described in English and Chinese, as research in practice in Chinese in China. This is to avoid misstandings and myths when review items. Third, regarding the schedule, items will secret to between 2009 and 2019 and 9 years per in this certified to operate programs and the expression patterns. Science review cycle face only on the effects of the video technology and students' oral presentations. This research only secrets articles real praise of the technology lie in China. Next, lecture reviews. First, as a conclusion review can be described as a conclusion of the well-defined study use effects of the unprecious moves to the different secrets and mainstreams studies and to gather and break information from the rentals by the software. Through the standard review, development can label validates and instructed to connect the comparative study and take into the anal group that determines invite and determine for future research. Deployed is the use of the video technology to improve oral communication skill. In fact, to the mostly review this study and still limits. So this study interpret and describe a gap in the understanding the use of the video technology in relation to its aspect of the students' oral presentation about the use of video technology in an oral presentation course and the challenge you face in using this oral method delivers rate technology. A contribution in the ideas that has been used to present different reproduction models. This highlights broad light between the different medium structure, compared skill and working modes. Jans describe this as well as the field meter at different stages of the median. This shows that median today play urgent roles in bringing about the gradually innovative change in the public praise. According to the Jacksons, the computation of the median in a preceding cycle that should be seen as the remove of all medium, but as the interface between different medium structure and states. Marshall Drumroll presses to understand medium unifration as the prestation as a variable between already separated medium structure and the elements. Butler and Marshall quite into some increased examples as a contributor of the medium broadcasting, communication, and computer business or more generous. As a way to the instance link between different medium perhaps and put them into a computer structure business. Medium acting wonderful embrace the connections between the data and communication technology, computer organization, and medium connects. In contributes the three Cs, presence, communication, and connects, and its direct consequence of the digitalizations of the medium connects on the presentation of the internet. Trends in the medium ability create competes administration and job experience and create new kind materials. Grommets made it clear that career medium tech improve when the different ones in measure, and let each transportation in the budget system in which its program depend on the environmental evaluations. It offers a way to skip old and new medium rather than on the one passing by in the age of the cover medium. Guo made it clear for the dictates point of view. It's useful to understand the speed the trapping of the boundaries between the new media and broad communication only as the base of the means of medium combinations. As a union programs is creating use as a popular term to describe a wide range of the materials and trends. New is the time to think about it. It is one. It is no an indifference on the continues on the cycle, and is sometimes wrong inferred, but it is consistent and research it speak in the late 20th century, although in the 21st century it already have a large base of the communication and the computer significant anchors. The era of communication of the 20th century, which will largely compress and shaped by the more generous difference between the new and conventional medium, made the first step of the medium additions. Telecommunications and business communications began in the second 15 of the 19th century and become known as the field of medium communications. The technology communication field was economically established a few years later and was committed to together to the press as a part of the media France. There two sector broadcaster communications and mediums has used a variety of the independent technologies and organizations. There was controlled by different organizations and has operational practical skills and spread adaptive bodies and learners in institutions and different basic government modern in the age of the cover medium. Okay, next is among research movement. This is cheap, reveal the physicals useful to reproduce and compress article indicated use video technology in teaching oral communication skill in the age of the cover medium. The research benefit from the proximal stage, which includes research used for perform control, attempts and equations create a precise step. Information reflection and research and prismer states is used as a guide to express tool in the convention median areas. Prismer has been used regardless by scholars for the educational and integral words. Cicero, Coster and Coster Kinsey urge that the use of the Passmo to the review the article general as has three specifics and evidence. One, it identified a create research question and allow for the targeted research to single out a standing of the inclusion in the realization, and three attempts to is meant largely scientific lecture. They despite at some point in the area of COVID median, the possible statement address the full set of the test of use the video technology in teaching oral speak skill and to improve experience of the student oral community presentation. The conclusion section action of the purpose spec for sections qualifications and several. The rock cycle take place in 2019. February, a kid spent in the relevance in stative step in the recognizable cycle of the evidence. Conviction of the difference between the key words used for the research cycle in the years of the COVID median. Each of the 20 articles was interviewed and reviewed information of the use of the video technology and oral presentation. Oral is provided in the table 3, taking into altered in the updates, acknowledgement and difficulties. Accounts summary was created and include study and a memory of the story is used regularly in the conjunction with the part search and the reverse. It will consolidate qualitative and subject information, use history sites by to strive clear, more comprehensive and granular evidence for the United median areas. Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Junhao, how do you feel after you presented your PowerPoint? How do you feel?
I so narrow.
Really?
My English, oral English is so bad.
You feel relieved. You feel like you're running, right? You're running, and the end you reach the goal, you complete. All right. There are a number of things I want to raise to you, right? I think there are some things that are fundamental or foundational before you even begin. Yeah. So what happened with the presentation is that it points out to the important fact that you definitely want to improve your pronunciation. will not be able to understand what you say, right? So what you do is this. So now you listen closely to what I say. Yeah. Uh, you know, I think you have this function in China too. The search engine has, you know, the word, you can highlight the word and you can read the word, right, in English. Like Google has Google has this, but I think in China, if you have search engine, you can pronounce the word. You can listen and pronounce the word, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So what you do is you go through word by word and to check the pronunciation, right? So you
Yeah.
pronounce it as close as possible to what is been said by the computer, by the AI, by the artificial intelligence, right? So you go through word by word, and if you're not sure, you just memorize it, right? You just memorize. Usually, you don't have to memorize because English words you can spell it out, but sometimes the pronunciation is still difficult. When you have to memorize, you memorize it, right? So you go word by word. You still have about a week or so before coming Wednesday, all right? So go through word by word, make sure your pronunciation is understandable, as people can understand what you present. Otherwise, you know, the the evaluators, the examiners might listen and they might be annoyed, may disturbed by you know, the fact that they cannot understand what you pronounce. So you go through word by word, yeah. But if not, you just memorize. I know Chinese students are good at memorization, right? The whole Mandarin system is created by China. The 官什么 like the whole Mandarin, the examination system is very much a Chinese system. So you know, so it's like 文言文，你不明白也 even though you don't understand the classics, you still have to memorize it, right? I remember I learned Wen, so I have to memorize those words that I do not understand. So you go through that. So this is, I know this is sound a bit harsh, but it is good that you presented it to me, presented it early in the process so that things like this can be improved. And you have a long way to improve. So you have a lot of time to improve. Like, for instance, um, all my students will be presenting their work many times. Like Eco, the other day, I asked how many times you presented. She said no fewer than 12 times, I think. So officially presenting it, right? So it's good to present it many times, you know, again and again. And after a while, you will know your material well. You know how to present your material. So it's good that you are beginning the process right now. Um, so do that for the next few days here. Go through all your slides, you know, word by word. Make sure you know how to pronounce the word. Listen to the Google, whatever. What system you have over there? Weibo, is it Weibo? Equivalent to Google in China. What's the thing?
歌
Huh?
啊，谷歌
Uh,
Google
Google, but in China, what do you use? Oh, you do uh, by,
百度
huh?
百度
Baitu, 你用 Baitu. Yeah, yeah, huh? Equivalent to Google, yes. Yes. Probably, huh? Google is a bit hard to access in China. Yeah, yeah. Gmail is banned, I think, in China. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But China can do that. China is a big country, right? Yeah, a small country like Malaysia, like Zuma, it's a bit difficult to do that. Huh? Everything works. Everything, Malaysia, everything. Plus, the government is not a very strong government too. So, okay. So go through that. Yeah. Now I'm going to go to the substance. I'm going to go to the content of your presentation, right? So let's start from the beginning. Soon how is to go to slide number 1. Go slide number 1 again. Go through, yeah. There's certain things I'll ask you to remove and cut because I think you have certain parts that there are too many of them. Can you go to the first slide? The first slide. 第一个 slide. Can you move it?
Oh, okay.
Can you move to the first slide?
Move what?
Go to the first slide. Start with the first slide. Okay. Yes. Okay, all right. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start beginning. The first one. The cover itself. The cover. First one. 再上去一个 slide. Okay, great. All right. Research on the diversified social development on oral communication in the era of converged media. Okay, let's remove the word research on. Obviously, everyone is doing research, so remove the word research on. It's okay. This is the beginning, so the title is flexible. So you're gonna remove the word research on the diversified. You don't need the word the. So research on the, remove those things, right? So diversified social development of oral communication in the era of converged media. Okay, the rest you can retain. Yeah? For now, you can retain that one. So diversified social development of oral communication in the era of converged media. All right, you can maintain that one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go to the next slide. Go down to the next slide. Okay. Let me see. You go down further. I want to see how many problem statement slides do you have. Go down one more. Yes, and then one more. All right. Okay, good. You have two. That's good. That's more than enough. Go back to your problem statement. Go back to your problem statement now. Soon how go to the problem statement. Yeah, that's the one there. All right. Okay. All right. You said learning oral speaking skills is very important, not only for the achieving academic results, but also for ensuring that you work after graduation. Okay, let me do something different with you. Let's go straight to your research questions and research objectives, right? So let's go to research objective or research question. Skip the problem statement. We will relook at the problem statement later. We go to the research question and research objectives. All right, good. Stay there. Research objective, good. All right. Okay, what are the endeavors to study the current literature on the utilization of video technology in learning oral presentation skills in the time of converged media in China? And what is the broadened improvement of oral communication in the time of converged media in China? What is the essentialness of oral communication in the time of converged media in China? Okay. Let tell me what is it that I can see that oral communication is important, right? Tell me what is it that you want to study? What is it? Then we will look at the research questions.
I want to study how to 就是 communication with each other, use oral communication, and I think oral communication is in our life everywhere and everything. We can use it to study, to working, to pray, and so on. And we can use oral communication to make friends and so on.
Okay,
So I want to study it.
You want to study oral communication. All right. Okay. So that's the important, that's the core of what you want to study is oral communication, right? Um,
Yeah.
Now is how or what area of oral communication that you want to study. You want to study oral. It seems like here you talk about oral communication in presentation skills or something here. So oral communication is big, like it's large. There's oral communication at home. There's oral communication in school. There's oral communication in social media. You can still communicate through oral communication in social media too. What oral communication? Or you talk about presentation skill. So, in what area do you want to study oral communication?
I think I will study oral communication in the social media. Uh, so focus on here.
All right, good. That's good. We are getting somewhere there. So you're just interested to study oral communication in social media. Okay, when you say oral communication here, you are referring to the verbalized oral communication, not the written oral communication, or both. Do you consider texting as oral or not?
Mm, um, uh, I think I focus on oral communication.
It's
Uh,
oral, yeah, not
uh,
texting, yeah, not texting,
对
yeah,
no sense writing.
not about the writing. Okay, good. All right. So oral communication, remove the texting. So we don't talk about what do you get? WeChat. It's not about WeChat. It's not about Messenger, but they don't have Messenger. They have something. And Messenger is Facebook is out there too. So we are not talking about those things. So we are talking about communication, either visual or audio, right? Visual or
Yeah.
audio, right? So you want to study both visual and audio, or just audio?
Um, I focus on video and audio. I think always use oral communication in here.
Yes, yes.
Mm,
Okay. So you're studying a platform that has video and audio communication together, but you're focusing on oral communication. Am I right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Because you can communicate visually without communicating orally by using sign language, right? Where, sign language. The mute people with hearing disability can communicate without speaking. So you're focusing on that part of platform, that part of social media, right? Okay. Uh, let's go further. Now that's good. You have eliminated a lot of things there. You're focusing on video and audio platforms, right? Or video and audio together. There are platforms that do not have video as well. Now they have developed platforms like that. I think it's called Tribe or something. No, there's something. It's quite a big social media that's on the rise right now. It's just just visual. There's a audio, no visual. It's a new social media. So you want to look at that? All right. Uh, so are you looking at social media? In what context of social media are you looking at? Want to
Mm,
study social media, oral communication in social media, which uses visual and audio combined platform, right? Converged platform. In what? In what area? What is the space you're studying? You know what I'm saying?
I think we can use social media everywhere by home and working alone and so on. And we can send the video in here and the picture in social media perhaps to help us to use oral communication to communication and to get information by use it.
Okay. Just now you said home and working both.
Work.
Work
Yeah.
or work.
Work.
Working.
Uh,
Work. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's good because you're focusing on work environment, right? So the usage, you're studying oral communication in a platform that has that has a convergence of visual and audio in social media in a work environment. Okay, right?
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, good, good. All right. Now there's so many things to study about the work environment. I'm going to zoom down even further, right? Long
Yeah.
time ago, I studied mobile society. I was looking at power relations of people, how power is negotiated through mobile communication. At that time, there's no WhatsApp yet. There's no something like that, right? But there's texting, there's mobile, right? So I was looking by giving example, right? Giving example so that you can think about what you want to focus on. I was looking at Malaysians who use mobile phone uh, to control the employees, to control employees. But at the same time, I was also looking at how employees use mobile phone to control the power that is projected to them. So there's a negotiation of power and how mobile phone is used to maneuver around power. So the bosses use mobile phone, right? Mobile technology to monitor the workers. The workers collaborate among the workers, right? Okay. They will work together with their friends to manage the boss. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
about
I mean.
power. It's about how power is being negotiated, is being manipulated, is being managed. So they cover for their friends when their friends do not go to work. Friends go someplace else. The boss asks, "What happened to this guy?" They said, "The guys. Well, I saw him somewhere just now. He was in the office. You know, things like that. They cover for each other, right? So the boss thinks that he has control, but actually the power is not completely with the boss, right? So, and then with the friends, the co-workers too. So I was looking at how mobile phone was used in these power relations, right? Yeah. And how mobile phone has penetrated into private spaces, right? Because
Yeah.
now with the mobile phone, what is considered as private, your home is no longer your home. It can be your workplace too. So the employers can penetrate, can enter your home and make you work at home or check on you at home or ask you to do certain things at home or beyond the office hours. The office hours may be between 8 and 5, whatever the office hours is. Phone, you no longer have the private spaces that you had that last time because the bosses can check on you and then the norm of mobile phone, the mobile communication is such that it allows for formal structures to to penetrate, to go into, to encroach informal structures, right? So, can you understand what I'm saying now? So, by studying this dynamics, the social dynamics, right, we can see different patterns of usage of a mobile phone. So now are you following me?
Oh, okay.
Okay, you see that? Okay. Now, that's an example. So I was studying how power was managed, projected, negotiated, resisted, the different power dynamics in the work environment using mobile phone, right? Uh, Articles published in long time ago. At this time there wasn't any, the smartphone was not as smart as now, right? The people are smarter than mobile phone, but now we have smartphones, stupid people. right? so, so at that time, that was, I think, 10 years, more than 10 years ago, more or less 10 years ago. So from your research questions, it is still not clear what part of the oral communication you want to study, right? So now we want to see what aspects of oral communication in a work environment or in a workspace, right, that you want to study. Is it how romantic relationships are being formed, or how power is being negotiated, or how they market to new customers, or how they manage teamwork? Or there's so many ways you can look at the what is it, the communications in the workplace, right? So this is sociology of work. So the sociology of work has about the power, about the team, the formation of organization, how norms are being transmitted, how values is being passed from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. Or you can look at intergenerational communication between the Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, or Gen Z, right? The millennials. You can look at that. There's so many ways to look at communication within this space, right? So from your research questions, it is not clear yet, but you have something there. But I'm glad that you have zoomed down to the area that's work, to visual and audio platforms, to social media. So you have something there, right? But and when you focus on work, that's actually very good because it is something that can be used in a work organization in a formal setting as well, right? So the question, what is the broadened improvement of oral communication in a time of converged media in China? So we do not have to talk about improvement yet. We talk about what is it that you want to study. So Sunha, what is it you want to study?
Um, and I think in China, all the communication use by the social media, and I think everyone can use it to communications. So I think all the communication use in everywhere,
In what? Say that again.
everywhere, everywhere,
Everywhere.
everywhere, and everyone can use it.
Okay. So I think we can agree on that. So what is it that you want to research on? What is it that you want to study?
Uh, I want to study all the communication in social media.
Okay, that we
And
what
I think everyone can use it. All children and old people.
okay. So, and so what aspects what aspect of social media that you want to look at? You know, what I mean, social media is big, right? So you want to communication is big as well. What aspect of communication you want to look at? Particular, are you looking at, as I give you examples just now, are you looking at how romantic relationships are being formed? Are you looking at how people are being managed in the workplace? Are you looking at how people form teams? Are you looking at how values are being transmitted, passed down from the top to the bottom? Or what are you looking at in the social media, in the social media, where oral communication is used in the work space? You understand
Mm,
what I'm asking you?
mm, mm.
Or
So
should
I
I
think
repeat?
this difficult is this question is so difficult. As I want to think.
You want to think through? Okay, you can think through. You got to start with that in mind first. What is it you want to study in the social media? Raja, can you
Okay.
turn on the, the plugless thing? What is it you want to study? I give you some examples. You do not have to follow those examples. You think those are just examples, right? So uh, you know, think about, you can even study.
Phenomenon. What's the phenomenon there?
Yeah, is it the phenomena you want to study? Yeah. Or you can even study social groups. Social groups, right?
Social group in
Broadcasters
media.
in media, right? You can study newscasters. I think you're a newscaster, right? You're a
Yeah.
newscaster. You can study newscasters. You can study journalists. You can study, so the how journalists use oral communication in social media, so you
Yeah.
can look at, so you are studying a social group. Another way is to study a social phenomena. The social phenomena, like I said just now, romantic communications, right? Or work, marketing communications, right? That's a particular social phenomena, a social practice, right? As action, right? The other one is to study groups. You can study groups. So that is another one. You can study journalists, you can study cameramen, you can study directors, you can study producers, right? You can study a studio crew, a crew, how they study. You can even study reality TV, reality TV. So I happen to be in reality TV a long time ago. What you see as reality is not reality; it's all fake, right? So reality TV is not real. It's not real. It's staged mostly.
For example, these days in Iraq,
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah.
They paying. They're paying.
Of
Anybody going to be famous and
famous. Yeah.
social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah. That's the social media. Yeah.
Yes, now in Iraq, until maybe they give content containing are not good. Just going to spread among the people for know him.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
This is such a funny one.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, definitely
Yes.
interesting that how the influencers, the word is influencers, right? They become vloggers and
Yes.
right, vloggers, and then
Vloggers, yes,
they have
vloggers.
fans, they have followers.
Famous followers.
Followers.
He give containing are not good.
Good
Yes.
bad advice.
Not benefit.
No benefit.
Yes.
So that'd be another group you can study: the vloggers, the bloggers, the vloggers, the something equivalent to YouTube in China. I'm not sure what. You have what, Bilibili or something like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can study that. They can study fans. So many aspects of social media and oral communication that you can study. You need to have a focus area that you're studying, either groups or social phenomena. Right, Sunhao?
Yeah.
You got? Or you have something in mind you want to discuss with me right now? Or you want to think first?
Mm, I I need time to think.
You need time to think. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Sensitive.
You have about 1 week, because on next week you will be, people, there'll be the for the course POL 500, you'll get reviews from examiners, I think. Well, I'm one of them, but there might be others as well. Okay? So
Okay,
now
okay.
I will not comment on the rest, because the rest, the literature, the problem statement, all depends on your research questions. Once your research questions, research objectives change, then the whole of your literature and problem statement can change, should change, right? So there's no point of my commenting your problem statement at this point yet, right? And by the way, you do not need your literature review. I think you have like 4 or 5 slides for literature review, right? You do
Okay,
not need
okay.
so many slides for literature review. 3 is enough. 3 slides is enough, right? So you do not
Okay.
have to have many slides. Just 3 is enough, right? 4 is a bit too much already. So 3, I will advise for 3. That's good, right? For literature review. But the research questions, you got to work on it. You got to be, so you want to be focusing on what aspects of social media that you want to study. Is it a group or is it a phenomena, right? So you got to focus on that. So a group can, as I said just now, a group can be journalists as a group, or a group can be a studio crew, right? A TV crew. That's a social group. Or you can study mothers, or father and son communication. You can study that too, right?
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you do not have a lot of father and son communication. As I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
doing, okay, I'm fine, all right, okay, done. So, but it'd be interesting to look at, you know, the father and son communication. Unless it's my son, there'll be too many communication. All right, okay, so
Okay, thank you.
you got it? Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Book about mythology and web technology.
Okay, yeah. That's good. Mutadi has a good book to share with you. Maybe you can share through our WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Mutadi here, we will share in our WhatsApp group, yeah, after this. Some very good book on the web, on the web technologies, concept, methodologies, tools, and applications. Right? But this one, look, I'm not sure the focus on technology or the content of technology.
Explain social media.
Social media as well. Okay, all right. Okay.
Okay.
This is a big topic. Sunhao, you got to see whether this topic has been studied before, whether this topic has been studied before in China, right? And you want to stay safe as well. You want to. Now, I should not be giving you this advice, but I want you to be safe, right? Because I want to see you next year, next year. Okay? So find topic that is safe for you. Okay, so you decide what safe is for you. Okay, not too
Yeah.
risky, meaning that. Okay. After you
And
get your PhD, you can do whatever you want. While you're doing your PhD, I'm responsible for your success too, right? So, okay, Sunhao,
okay, thank you.
welcome.
Uh,
Now it's 12:30 over here. I know I actually plan to have at 10:30, start at 10:30 because, but then there's the local, no local Malaysian news wanted to interview me about something about Indonesia, so I have to postpone it to later 11:30. So we start at 11:30. Now we have the first one. I, I would like to for us to take a break right now. We'll come back at 2 o'clock. Is that all right for everyone? So we can have our lunch break. Okay? 2 o'clock.
okay.
Who's the next one at 2 o'clock? Kyla, is that